First, how to secure your vote. NBC Charlotte's Alex Shabbat found out the Department of Homeland Security is spending $11 million on security in North Carolina. Alex is live now for us with an all-new Defenders investigation into cybersecurity and the potential risks in the voting process. Alex?
Well, Fred, you'll cast your vote on one of these machines, as you might know, but then all the information will be moved onto other computers in the back offices. Tonight, we're looking at how it'll be protected.
This is a staged cyber attack targeting a diesel generator and causing it to self-destruct. The test by the Department of Homeland Security meant to better understand cyber threats. Now fast forward to this election.
Just hit the begin voting.
DHS is declaring voting systems as critical infrastructure, similar to water, transportation, and energy systems. Michael Dickerson is Mecklenburg County's Director of Elections.
How big of a target do you think North Carolina's election system is for hacking?
I think after everything we've seen, I think every state's election system can be targeted.
And tonight, our Defenders team is looking into what local, state, and federal officials are doing to protect your vote.
You press the box.
Dickerson tells us the voting machines in Mecklenburg County are offline, so not at risk for hacking. But all the data is eventually transferred through a memory device to a statewide system, which is online.
If you're going to hack the internet, that's going to be the first time.
But we've learned DHS is providing $11 million to beef up voting system security in North Carolina. That includes training county boards of election how to detect, prevent, and respond to cyber attacks.
Making it harder to hack.
Dickerson says county employees went through a similar cyber training after Mecklenburg County was hacked just last year.
Just the training that we've had of how to open an email or what not to open on an email.
And if something suspicious arises, Dickerson says states are communicating better than ever before.
We are now all sharing information and aware of who some of these bad actors are. Used to be California never talked to North Carolina.
In all, Dickerson will be overseeing 195 voting locations on Election Day. It's one of North Carolina's 100 counties where public confidence depends on securing the vote.
I want you to have confidence in our process, knowing that we came out, we did everything secure.
And we've learned by 2020, all 100 North Carolina counties will be using paper ballots or machines that can produce paper ballots. Live at Mecklenburg County Board of Elections, Alex Shabbat, NBC Charlotte.
It is amazing how much has changed in just one election cycle. Thank you, Alex.